Good evening, friends!
Good evening!
Nah, we can do better than that. Good evening, friends! Wonderful and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualists. That's what I call a Littleport welcome. Good evening and welcome. Thank you all for coming. And good evening and welcome to all of our fans and followers online. It's time to turn off the extenders now. We can catch up on BBC iPlayer. Stop it. That's not on the Sorry. At least it shows you can watch us rather than the telly, though, doesn't it? Well, friends, thank you all and welcome to another wonderful evening of upliftment, laughter, and light and spirit communication from this Littleport Village Hall. And it is extremely important at this time to say a big Littleport welcome to the lovely, the wonderful Linda Rae. She's come a very, very, very long way, and it's a very, very, very tough journey, so be nice, alright? Be nice. Well, friends, but for those who have been watching at home, you might notice that we've got the legal chamberlain doing the online service tonight. That's because he's going to be missing for a couple of weeks.
Aww.
Because he's doing Canada.
Behind you.
He's supposed to say, I know he isn't.
Oh yes he is.
Oh no!
Oh yes he is.
There it is. You can always expect the unexpected at Littleport. So, you know, there we go. Well, friends, from all the upliftment and all the laughter, it is now time to put things in order, do things as they should be, and open this service in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends and then unite under your banner of love and hope and friendship. To come together and witness the truth and the proof that life is indeed eternal. Great Spirit, we recognise and remember at all times that though life can be difficult and that though life can throw us curveballs, that we should be here for one another. And that when we say, on earth as it is in heaven. It's our job to make that happen with your guidance and your assistance, but we recognise that it is our job to do so. So therefore, we dedicate this service to doing just that. And as I place this service in your care and keeping, we make the statement as ever, that everything we do is in the name of love, in the name of truth, and in the name of life. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, friends, it's this time of the service where I have a few things to say. It's this time of the year when we all have to wrap up all. And it's this time of the year when we start thinking of all the lovely warmth and upliftment that we have, and looking forward with great joy and trepidation to the chilly, cold winter as it wraps its fingers around our fingers and makes us feel like they're about to snap off. You see, this time of year is full of difficulty and strife, but as per usual, that's only half the story. Because let's be honest, there's difficulty and strife every day of the year. But what we must do is to come together and unite and support each other. Recognise the needs of others. Recognise what makes people tick and help them keep ticking. Because that is the responsibility of a family. And we are all family under spirit. Is it muffled? Can you not hear me, lovely?
I'm just going to ask if you need any comments here.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Lynn will give you a comment.
Lynn will give me a comment. Let me just check the cable.
Saying it's like it's not plugged in.
It's going to be one of those nights. Spirit have a hand.
Oh!
I don't know where it's gone. I don't know.
It's the wrong one, I think.
Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me?
Bring him in.
It helps if you connect the microphone that is actually the microphone and not the microphone on the webcam.
She's lost an earring.
And you've lost an earring.
It's disappeared.
But my point is, it proves my point. There's always something going on. The plugs come out, you don't push the right buttons, you drop your earring under the table. We'll find it. We'll find it. It'll be here somewhere. Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
But what we must do is look after each other. Just by sending a message across and saying, you know what, we can't hear you. Because in all seriousness, many people do not get heard. And it's only when someone turns around and says, speak up, we can't hear you, that they recognise that they're being ignored, or that they're not being heard, or in some cases, many cases, they're not being loud enough. We must, here it is, each one's season is all about. Now, when it comes to being uplifted, we can do that for each other. We can have a laugh, we can have a giggle, we can be filled with joy and laugh at our mistakes. And trust me, there's no chance of having no laughter at all when Kathy's in the room. But my point is that we should give each other upliftment. We should give each other joy, because that's what being spiritual is all about. And in times of difficulty, that's exactly what's needed. You can find your joy in many places and in many ways, but find your joy without negating the joy of others. Why do I say this? Because everyone has free will to speak as they please. Everyone has the right to say what they feel. But that doesn't mean to say that their view overrules the other. Here comes the TikTok. You know it. The war between right-wing atheists and right-wing Christians goes on. How do you deal with that? Simple. Press the off button. You'll find your stress levels drops massively. If you find a situation when you are in difficulty, if you find a situation where you are in stress, if you find a situation where those around you attack you, get out. Find someone of like mind and walk the path together. Because we cannot walk our paths alone. And although we may disagree on things, what is important is that we discuss our disagreements kindly, not aggressively. The things that you will see on the internet are rough, nasty, and vile. And although there are some that would say those things to your face, most of the time it's because there's a piece of plastic between you and them and they feel that they can get away with what they want. Not in this place. Not in this building. Not on our watch. What I will say to you is this. If you believe that you are always right, chances are you are not. If you believe that you make mistakes and have an opportunity to learn every day, then you're on the right path. The only way that we can resolve difficulty and strife is by talking, discussing, but most importantly, listening to the other's view. Because that is how we move forward. Now, speaking of moving forward, we always move forward here. We're always trying to do something different and bright and bold. So, for example, last night, I put up an advert telling you who the mediums are for the next 4 weeks. So give me some bloody peace. So my watch lady is always telling me, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I know. Let me finish the story and it might make some sense. That's
children.
It's called comedy. It's called comedy. But when a situation arises where you find yourself in difficulty and unable to cope, rather than ducking your head down, rather than saying, I can't cope, poke your head above the parapet and say, is there anyone there who can help? That's why from tonight I'll be training Samantha in doing the poster for me so I don't have to. And then she will have Hannah chasing her. Hannah, that's your new job. I'm sure you won't have as much of a difficult time as your mum's had with me, trust me. Wendy had 10 years of difficulty with me, chasing me. So you've got off lightly now. You see, even in difficult situations and even when you're struggling, you can still find some humor in it. You can still find a laugh because you recognize the other person's viewpoint and have a giggle about it. That is the way forward. That's the only way forward. And the moment a mind is closed, that's the moment nothing will ever change. So I'm just saying goodnight to my niece who's visited her nan. It's the longest she stayed for a service. She's actually heard most of my address. And in actual fact, she heard all of it. Because, friends, I'm not going to say anything else because you all know it and should know it by now. And I know that I am preaching to the converted.
So thank you all for listening, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Now, let's see. I've really made Alan's life a bit difficult tonight, because that was really off the fly and off the wall. Reverend Alan, are you there?
I am, Nick.
Hey,
Good evening, Littleport, one and all.
good evening. What have you got for us tonight?
Well, I think this will probably just wrap that up in a nutshell, but we will see. We will see. It's called Faith and Courage in Life by Angie Mcflaws. In life, there are people that will hurt us and cause us pain, but we must learn to forgive and forget and not hold grudges. In life, there are mistakes we will make, but we must learn from our wrongs and grow from them. In life, there are regrets we will have to live with, but we must learn to leave the past behind us and realize it is something we can't change. In life, there are people who we will lose forever and can't have back, but we must learn to let go and move on. In life, there are going to be obstacles that will cause interference, but we must learn to overcome these challenges and grow stronger. In life, there are fears that will hold us back from what we want, but we must learn to fight them with the courage from within. God holds our lives in his hands. He holds the key to our future. Only he knows our fate. He sees everything and knows everything. Everything in life really does happen for a reason. God's that reason. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you know, I'm actually going to sit down for a minute, because I'm flabbergasted, because there are times you think there's no way that's going to tie in. Do you know what? That's usually the time it ties in the best. So, Alan, thank you for that so much.
Welcome. You're absolutely welcome. It's a pleasure. I really loved that. When I saw it this morning, it just bested out of the rest, if you like, and that was the one. I love it.
Definitely. And I'm assuming that people will be able to read it at some point after the service or tomorrow.
Well, unfortunately, where I got it from, I can't download it so that I can upload it onto our site. So, but I will endeavour at some time over the weekend to type it out onto
Alan, don't panic. Because I discovered something the other day. YouTube has subtitles that I can download and edit. So I'll download your voice and edit it and copy and paste that, mate.
Okay, no problem.
I know. I have the power. Alan, thank you, and God bless you, my friend.
And you all have a good night.
Night, mate. Well, friends, now is the time in our service where we do that second important part of mediumship. The first one, of course, is philosophy. The second one is sending out our healing thoughts. This week, I have a list of names that I have actually for once memorized, and I have to share for us. So I would like to ask for healing for Simon and his family, for Kylie and her family, for Beth and her family, and for all those who are sick and suffering. I also have to ask for a John, a Mary, and a Stephen. I got them all. Friends, let us join together as we say the healing prayer, send out our healing thoughts, and end with the word Amen. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here we bring unto you all those who are sick and suffering and in need of comfort, be they sick in mind, body, or spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, for those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, friends. Well, believe it or not, we're actually about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. It's amazing what happens when Nick shuts his gob, doesn't it? Well, friends, shortly we will have our demonstration of mediumship from the lovely Linda, and I know we're looking forward to it. Should anybody see a random angel wing fluttering by, please draw attention to the platform so that we can grab it and stick it back on her ear. I'm sure it's about here somewhere.
Yeah.
I will have a snoop while we're...
Okay.
Your path is very limited to where you've been tonight,
Yes.
so I know we will find it. Friends, should Linda come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. It's not so much about the need for the medium and spirit to hear our answers, but mostly it's about us being nosy. We want to know what's going on as much as anyone else. So that is how we find our proof. And of course, mediumship, the third spoke of that wheel of spiritualism, which I now ask Linda, would you like to give us your demonstration?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It's really lovely to see you all here on this cold and windy night. And yes, I am minus an earring, so if anyone online is watching, please know I've lost it somewhere. Some of you have seen me work before. I think some of you have, some of you haven't. So I'm just going to get on with it. I don't chuck it out there. I will come to you. I have no idea where I'm going just yet. I'm just waiting for them to show me where they need to take me. So just bear with me a moment, please. And I've got to come to you later. Yeah, I'm just going to hold him back for a little while. Can I work with you, please, Kathy? Kathy, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't know why, but they've been drawing me to you while I've been sitting here. Okay, so where are we going? I am very aware of your spiritual work as well and your healing. But would you understand as well that the healing's been with you for a very long time, but you are going into another stage with it at the moment, if that makes sense?
Yes, it does.
I just feel that there's an awful lot of more of you to give, for want of a better word,
Yes.
with your guides as such. I do have a lady coming in and she makes me feel like mum. Would you understand this? Because she's doing exactly what you're just doing, okay? And you would understand that.
Yes, I do.
You're okay for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay. It's just, she's just kind of stepped in, and you probably already know, but that she's very, very proud of you. But you actually succeeded in doing something that they didn't believe that you would do, and you would understand that.
Yes, I do.
Okay. There is a great deal of love coming from the spirit world for you as well. But as your mum comes in, would you understand that you're very much like your mum?
Sorry, I've got to laugh.
Well, she's just showing me that you look very
Good
much.
luck, that's all I can say.
What do you mean, good luck?
For her coming through you to me.
Why is that?
You'll find out. Carry on.
So she can be a bit of a.
Yes.
Okay, well, she has to be nice, all right?
Oh,
She
yes.
has to be nice.
Yes.
Otherwise, she's not allowed to be. All right? I know it. I'm going to say that I know her time here before she passed. She was really quite stroppy in certain ways and would say it like it was.
Yes.
You understand? But when I say she looks like you, she's kind of presenting herself very much like you, but her hair was shorter and would have been a little bit curlier as well at some point. But I just felt a very, very independent lady, but she could also be quite frosty with certain things that she would, if she wanted to put across. But as what Nick was saying earlier on, when we think we're right, we're not always right, but she always believed she was.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it
Okay,
does.
so I'm not going to argue with her on that one.
Please don't.
But I do feel, as she comes in, there was another side to her that she didn't let a lot of people see.
Yes.
There was this side to her that, and whether you want to take it or not, I'm going to give you what she's giving me. And that is that she could be a very caring person.
Yes.
You understand? And I feel that towards the end is when she kind of got a little bit more cantankerous. And that's the only way I can think to put it, if that
Yes,
makes sense.
yes, yes.
But it wasn't, I do feel that this was something to do with her illness as well that she had. And there was confusion with her. So there was a lot of frustration as well and not being able to get her words out. So it kind of was directed at you some of the time. You understand that?
I do. Yes.
But I'm going to go with the nice side of her for the moment, all right? Because my lot won't let her in otherwise. But what I get with her is a sense of being very, very proud of where you are at this moment in time. But you don't always acknowledge that.
No.
You just, well, I'm just doing it like, you carry on. But I just feel this real sense of pride with her is what she gives me with you, of the work that you have undertaken. But I know your healing is coming up to a different level, and you would understand that.
I do, thank you.
You've always been, you do a lot for others, would you understand? And you're not a person that would, okay, you're not a person, I'm just giving at me at the minute, hang on a second. But you're not a person that when it comes to asking for help, you're not very good at that.
No.
You like to give it, but you don't like to receive
Yes,
it.
yes.
But it's not you feeling that you're very weak or anything like that. It's just how you feel within yourself. You have such a giving heart.
Yeah.
You do have a beautiful soul, and your heart is so giving. But I do want to say to you that you need to maybe give a little bit of that to yourself, because that has been neglected, and you understand that, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
I have Dad in spirit as well.
Yes, yes.
But he just kind of comes in. He wasn't, I feel that Mum did all the talking when they were both together, if that makes sense. So I kind of get, he's a little bit reserved, if he's a little bit reserved.
Yeah.
But he just comes in and he stands here. And I have him in a suit at the moment, and he's all brushed up, actually to be here for you. But I feel that they weren't able to let you know just how proud they were of you,
Thank you.
and the life that you chose.
Yes.
Because there was a little bit of shall I, shan't I at the very beginning.
Oh, yes.
You understand?
Yes, I do.
And it was almost like, it's like having a light bulb moment, because if that makes sense. And you just, that's where your pathway then took you. You understand?
Yeah.
And I know your prayers are being heard at the minute.
Thank you.
So there are prayers that you are sending out.
Yeah.
And I know you're a healer, but there's a lot of healing coming to your eye as well. Okay? Just to put your vision straighter, if that makes sense. Yeah, but it's just, I just feel that you need a little bit of healing yourself. I know you give it, but it's also that you need to have it back some of the time. You understand that, okay? Would you understand the name of Albert, please?
Albert, yes, yes.
Okay, no, I'm just
Yes,
hearing
yes.
Albert being called
Yeah.
out, wanting to be remembered to you.
Thank you.
But I do want to say to you, watch for the changes. Excuse me, there are some changes coming in. I kind of want to say early part of next year,
Right, okay.
okay?
Yes.
There is something you've been working on,
Right.
okay? And it's taken a little while to get to where you want it to
Well, I
be.
don't know what that is, but thank you.
No, but you will,
Yeah.
okay? This may be coming with where your level is going up,
Yes.
and
yes.
there'll be something for you to do
Yes.
actually to get to where you need to be.
Yes,
But it
yes.
is next year,
Yes.
and it's the early part of next year. Um, you have your mother's ring. She's talking about her ring. Would you understand why she's going on about her ring? Did it go missing?
That I don't know. I really don't.
Because I don't feel she had a lot of jewellery, but she's on about a ring.
Yeah, there was some bit of a split between the family.
Okay, that's fine. She's just acknowledging
Yeah.
the ring didn't go where it should have gone. You understand that, all right?
Don't do the real side either.
No.
That's something else.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But other than just to say with Strong Spirit is a big thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you.
And just to keep treading that pathway. But you need to give some of that love back to yourself.
Thank you.
It's really important that you do.
Yes.
So I'm just going to leave that love with you. But thank you for working with me.
Thank you.
And it's nice to have the other side of that.
And thank you for bringing them together.
That's
We
fine.
weren't all this together.
No, they weren't. No.
Exactly.
No, I feel it's like I'm going first kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah, but I do have them together, and they're both fine, as you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel your father's passing was quite quick.
It was. He was only 67.
Yeah, I just feel his passing was very quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's fine, as you know.
Yeah.
But just very, very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so
That's
thank you for working
very
with me.
kind of you.
Thank you.
so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Can I come to the lady in the grey, please? Hello, all right? I don't know why, they just said I've got to go straight over there, so, okay. I'm not to argue with them, all right? I am aware that you are a healer. You work in a healing environment, so to speak. So I'm not going to give that to you, okay? I am aware of it. But I also feel with you as well, there's some things that are... You're right.
You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Just getting comfortable.
Okay. Okay. Let me just see where they're going with this. I do have a gentleman here. I want to say I feel like Dad. I don't know if this makes sense with you as he comes in. I'm quite nicely rounded as he gives me. He's not a slender man, but I would have felt that he would have lost a bit of weight towards the end. Would that make sense? So it was an illness that would have taken a lot off of him. Quite a happy person, I want to say, when he was here in some of his younger days. Would this make sense? In his younger days, I know he's making a point of that. In my younger days, I was quite a happy chappy. But again, I feel with him that there was a lot of things that were going on in his life when he was here. But he's also kind of... I kind of feel with him, it's almost like as he got older through his life, but I don't feel he made old bones. Would that make sense to you? No, I don't feel he made old bones. And I feel that he went before his time. So he wasn't particularly happy about that. But is anybody when they go before their time? But I just feel with him this sense of frustration. Would that make sense to you? He's making me feel quite frustrated. So I feel that maybe there were things that were unsaid or things that weren't done before his passing.
Didn't twice.
Okay. So you would kind of understand that, because it's almost like I didn't get a chance to enjoy. He was a bit of a workaholic. Everything was work, if that makes sense, and it affected the family. And I get he wasn't there very much of the time, and it would have affected the family as such. I do get some regret on that now, obviously, because I know he's gone now, kind of thing. But if he'd have known then, but you don't know in hindsight, do you? If that makes sense. Would you understand he gives me army connections as well, please, within the family? Okay. And I'm also hearing the name John being called, John or Jonathan. Okay. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay. I get with him, what he's actually given me is a sense of regret that I didn't show you how much I loved you when I was here. And you understand that. You might feel that he loved you, but not the way he wanted to love you. I can't take that away because he's not letting me. And you might say, okay, my dad did love me. I'm not disputing that. but I feel that he couldn't give you all that he wanted to give you because he was so invested in working and keeping the family going. Would you understand that?
Part of it,
No, I don't get part of it. What's the bit you don't understand? I'll have to go back and...
he pretty much did New World.
Yeah, I know you was his little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else.
Sorry?
I didn't think of it any other way. So.
Well, I just feel that he could have done more, which is what he's saying. Whether he, and like you say, he gave you the world, but he could have done more. And whether that would be to do, he might have given you the world, but did he give you his time? Do you understand what I mean? Because when you said, would he give me the world? You went, but I didn't give her my time. It's easy to give things, but anyone can give things, okay? But it's when you give time and you take that time. This is his regret, okay? But it's led you to be the person that you are today, if you would understand, because you too have a very giving heart. Do you do trance healing? Is it you? Someone around you does trance healing. Would you understand that? Or have you got someone coming in to do that? No, he's good, but I can't change what he's giving me. Sorry?
It's probably coming.
Well, that's what I get. He said it's something that's coming. Because you're healing, you're very invested in the healing that you do, both of you, I want to say. But there are some changes in there. So whether this is the trance side of it will come in, or channeling, whichever way you look at it, but it's going to be coming through someone that's going to be working in a healing capacity. Okay, it's not going to be just putting your hands there and someone. I just feel this will be a full trance kind of healing. I know it's the old cliche to say I feel it's going to be a doctor of some kind, but I want to take this. I kind of want to take this doctor. I know I want to take him back, but at the same time I want to take him forward. So it's almost like it's out of our eras and it's way forward. So this, whatever's coming in, is of a higher energy. Okay, and I just need you to keep a lookout for that because I know it's coming in. Would you understand a child in spirit around you, please? Okay, just acknowledging a child in spirit around you. Would have been a boy? Well, I'm telling you it was a boy. That's sorry if I don't argue with. It would have been a boy, but obviously he's not a little boy now. Okay, he's up here somewhere. Okay, I do feel him around you some of the time, and I feel that you might just need to feel that energy when it does draw close to you. All right. I get this sense of anticipation spirit for both of you. I don't know if you've got a centre that you've opened up or anything like that, but it's almost like it's going to expand, okay? And they really just want to say that you're on the right path with it, and it is so full of light in that sense, all right? But just continue where you're going, but you do need to watch for this. It is a male person that's going to come in, okay? But you just need to watch for that. Again, I don't feel it's this year because you just got to get a few things out of the way to get this year. And then when you start back up again, I don't know what I was going to do with this, but I kind of feel maybe sort of May, June time, you would have known exactly what you're doing for the year, and then this will kind of come in for you. You see colour. You see colour. Because as I was showing you that, they give me a rainbow between the two of you, so you work closely together. Yeah, very closely together, I want to say. There is such a connection, okay? Okay. Sorry, it's gone quiet on me, so hold on a moment. I don't normally do that. Normally jabba. I just feel it feels quite in awe at the moment of the pathway you've taken. I don't even know whether he would have believed in this when he was here, because that's the kind of feeling he's given me. Would you understand that? It's like he would say what he wanted to say. He wasn't a man to not mince his words. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I'm not going to say what he's saying, but you can imagine what he's saying. Okay, that's fine. But I feel that I feel he's been through before. He's been through before? Yeah, because he said to me, I've been through before, but I didn't believe it when I first came, but he's getting used to it now. And I feel he quite likes it, okay? He's really enjoying it, actually. But I know he comes to your centre. I know, and you feel him.
Yes, I do.
You feel him, don't you? Okay. Because not so much you, but he's acknowledging that you feel him. Sorry, he just jumped then.
He tells me.
Sorry?
You tell me, don't you? Because I can't, he tells me.
But if you just open your heart a little bit more, you will feel him. Okay?
Sometimes really around the house.
He plays with your hair. Yeah. Because it falls in your face sometimes. But I feel he connects with you for some reason. You've actually spoken to him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And it's almost like you've had a rattle chin wag in a roundabout way, okay? But he is also very proud at what you have both been doing. And he thanks you for taking care of her as well in that way. So before I get myself into any more trouble there, he's just sending a lot of respect. I do have to give that to you. And to watch out for what is to come. But there is so much love that Spirit send to you both. But kind of send it to each other sometimes. Does that make sense? Would you understand a problem around the tummy area? No, it's nothing. I'm not worried. They're not making me worried. But I'm not sure if it's you or if it's you. But just something about a tummy area. So it might just be a tummy upset or something. But they're just being aware of it. But it's nothing to actually worry about in that sense. But you've got such an amazing healing power between you. Use it. Okay, because they certainly do feel it up there and around the world. So thank you so much for working with me. Thank you. I can't shut him up now. Right, hang on. He's going to bounce me between you and Mum, right? Because I get this pushing me. He said, I've done it once so I can do it again. But I was aware of him this time. He can't jump in and make me jump like he did before. You all right there, Mum?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. He's blowing lots of kisses to you at the minute. Okay. But it's you for some reason. All right. I know we had a brief chat before we started. So I'm not going to give you that because I already know it. But I do have to give you something about it, if that makes sense. Okay. The decisions that you are going to make are the right decisions. And I feel he's going to be right there beside you because he's pushing for this book that you've put on hold for so long because it should have been finished and it's not finished. So he's pushing and he's pushing. But he's like, would you understand why is he dressed like Santa?
That's what he does this time of year.
All right, okay, because he's got his red thing and his beard. And it's almost like his beard's really white, though.
Yes.
But it wasn't white before.
He used to put talcum powder in it.
Okay. Because I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, when you showed me the picture, and I thought, man, the beard don't look like that. It's really white.
Admittedly, as the years passed, he used less and less talcum powder, but he still used.
He's got a lot of talcum powder on it at the moment because it's really white. All right. But what I do get with him is it's almost like he's bringing lots of goodies to you. It's like he's got a sack over his shoulder. And these goodies are for you, for your future, for the things that are coming for you. Because there's been a bit of time where you've doubted, as much as you are a fabulous presentation when you stand up and you direct to the public, there's that little bit of doubt that's still creeping in with you sometimes about, am I really that good or am I good enough to continue? You understand? And I feel with him, it's like, you've just got to stop feeling like that because of what's happened and the situation, feeling that you are good enough to take on the world. I have to give you that, okay? And not what you were told. You understand? And it's really important that you really do take that. It is like this at you, right? Only because there is so many things that are actually coming forward for you now. And it's not just your book, there is something else you're planning to do. There is something else that you've got under your sleeve. And you need to go forward with it.
Thank you.
Okay, you really need to go. It's not out there 21 at the minute, but you need to go forward with it because it will be a success, whatever that is. But you need to just follow it through. There's a little bit of hesitancy with you sometimes,
Yes.
but I feel that's more on your personal level
Yes.
than on your spiritual side because you give your all to this. But on the personal side, it's okay. It's not just him, it's not my lot shouting at me as well. So I kind of feel that you need to kind of stand up and take notice of who you actually are and where you are going, all right? There are a lot of surprises coming for you, so I'm not going to spoil them, all right? But there are a few surprises coming your way. But it's also about your journey. It will start. So they actually give me some snowdrops here I want to give to you, which gives me new beginnings, but they're very significant as well.
Yes.
Does that make sense? But it's a big heap of snowdrops. So you can have them, okay? But it gives me new beginnings. So I want to give you February or March,
Thank
all right,
you.
for this all to kind of come into play for you. You have to realize that you are good enough. It's something you keep arguing with yourself, okay? So they're hearing you. And your dad, as he comes in, he says, like, I've tried to push you, I've tried to guide you in that direction. And I feel he's quite a force to be reckoned with when he gets going, you understand?
Yeah.
And I know he does come close to you, and you are aware of him. But I am going to say to you, listen for his voice, because he's going to talk to you, if you haven't already heard him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? All right. It's really important you hear what he has to say. Something's been moving in your home.
Yes.
Yeah, because you've been ignoring something, and it's almost like they're kind of just reminding you, okay? Mum is giving you lots and lots of love, and if he could give you a big cuddle now, he would. Would you understand there's a problem with your knee or your hip?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need to get it sorted?
Yeah.
Okay, is there a hospital appointment coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's not worrying me, all right? But it's almost like, I'm going to take you there if you don't go. You've missed an appointment. Okay, so you can't miss this one. So he's just making me very aware of it. But I just feel that he's going to be around at Christmas. And might cause a bit of havoc, but at least you know it'd be him. Because he's quite loud, isn't he? Christmas time. And he loves all of that. And something about bells.
Yes.
I can hear these bells, so I don't know if he's got these bells that you do that with, or a load of bells he's chucking.
They've got some little bell things and that harmony beard.
Ah, okay, all right, so you understand the bells that he's giving me, kind of thing. But I just feel such a warm, lovely energy from this man, just such a really lovely, warm energy. And I'm not going to give his name because I already know his name, so that would be pointless, but you know who it is. But would you understand Harry or Harold?
Yes.
Okay, he just said, tell him Harry or Harold. Okay. Did he get called Mad Harry?
I think he was described as a bit potty from time to time.
Okay, because it was just something I heard, and he's laughing because he's got a real chuckle of a laugh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But there is so much love from this man coming to you. But I feel you need this. You need this upliftment as much as you uplift everybody else. You don't kind of uplift yourself, and it's like he's wanting to throw it at you because you really need to have this because your feet won't touch the ground next year. Okay, and it is the right decision. They're not worthy of you.
Thank you.
Sorry, and that's from them. Okay, so thank you so much for letting me. Thank you for pushing in again. No, I'm only joking. But beautiful energy with him. But just stay focused and wait and see what's coming. But there is a surprise coming. But he won't tell me what it is. So I can't spill the bit, I'm afraid. All right. Thank you so much. And much love to your mum from Dad. All right. Thank you. Oh, my throat. Did you used to play the piano?
He used to pretend to play the piano.
Yeah?
Yeah, even on a piano keyboard, he would pretend to play the piano.
Oh, I can't tell you the way he looked at you just then. It was going because you let his secret out. Because when he used to play, he didn't used to do like this. He was banging. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because he's banging a keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just a memory I wanted to give.
Thank you. It was actually in this hall because the piano used to be behind the curtains.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. Right. Where are you going? Can I work with you, please?
Yeah, you Monday.
I love that. I love that. When you say, can I work with someone? I go, who, me? And then, you would run away, wouldn't you, if I come to you? Yeah, look.
Honesty is always the best
It
policy.
is, honestly. But it is so lovely to see youngsters in our spiritual movement. It really is lovely to see because we don't see enough of them. So tell all your mates, all right? Just tell all your mates what a wonderful place this is. Okay, I'm working with you, yes? Okay. I do have a lady here, all right? Now, I don't know whether she's mum or nan, and I'm not sure if I've got two energies here at the moment. Would that make sense to you? Is mum in spirit as well as nan? Okay. I don't know why I've got the two energies at the minute, and I don't like working with two, but here we go. I want to say with nan, she was quite a very strong lady, I want to say. Not very tall, okay? I'm quite nicely rounded, but I'm very family orientated. Family was very, very important to me. Would that make sense? She was very strict though. I kind of feel that she was really strict, but family was still important and she wanted to keep everybody in their place. You would understand that. Mum was different. Mum was slightly different. You understand that? And I want to say mum was not as nicely rounded as your nan. That's the only way I can put it. Does that make sense? Okay. I have just had both energies here for whatever reason. Okay. I feel with your nan, it was almost very much like children should be seen and not heard of that era, that generation, you understand? And I don't feel I'm not sure, I'm asking her why she's come through because I don't feel a very loving feeling with this lady. It's almost like I wasn't one to be giving cuddles and things like that, and you would understand that. But I feel you were young when she passed, okay? Would you understand that your mum was a lot shyer than your nan in coming forward with things? Would that make sense to you?
Probably.
No, don't do probablys. It's a yes or a no. Or they'll argue with me. I'm going to give you what she's given me because I don't feel that she has the same strength or energy as your nan. Okay, your mum is different. You understand? Your mum would have suffered with her chest area, if that makes sense, okay? And I feel her passing may have been quite quick. All right? And again, I feel this was something she may have suffered with, but really didn't complain about it. Kind of didn't really let everybody know what the problem was, and then it was a shock when it happened. You understand? Right, she's come into her own because your nan's sort of stepped back a bit now. So I can work with your mum's energy, okay? Would you understand if I also said to you that your mum is saying to you that you need to be thinking about yourself more? Okay, you were out there doing this, that, and the other, but you aren't taking time out for yourself, and you need to be doing this. My energy with you feels very tired. As much as you're trying to let people see that you are up there and you're okay, your energy is really quite low. Do you understand that? Okay. So she's just making me very, very aware of that because I just feel that you need to get some healing to kind of bring your energies back to where they should be. But at the same time, think about yourself a little bit more. Okay. Is this your son? Grandson. Sorry. Well, we never know these days, do we? Okay. But he's around you a lot. Does that make sense? Or he wants to be? Do you want to be? You can talk to me. Oh, you can talk to me. Nothing's going to happen to you, I promise. But you love to be around Nan. Yeah? That's okay. They're just acknowledging that. I feel that you have a connection, if that makes sense, and you are close. Don't look so worried. Honestly, all right, okay. I'm not trying to frighten you, okay? So please don't look so worried. You might say your great, it'd be his great name, wouldn't it? Yeah. Your great name is just acknowledging this and just seeing how well you are growing up, all right? But you are quite shy. Yeah? Okay. You'll grow out of that, trust me. All right? You will grow out of it. But she's just wanting to let you know you can find your voice sometimes. Don't allow those to sort of put you down. All right? She's there and she will help you. Okay? But just come and be yourself. And you have got a voice when you want to. But you need to find it at the right times. Does that make sense? All right? But a lot of love coming to you, and I feel he's going to do really well, okay? He's just got a bit of a thing to get through at the moment, all right? So she's just acknowledging this, but you're going to be okay, all right? I don't know what it is that you want to do when you grow bigger, but you've got your heart set on something, yeah? You can keep your dreams, all right? And just see where it takes you, okay? But your nan can help you with certain things. Don't be afraid to ask, all right? But still have fun. Still have fun. You've got a lot of growing up still to do, okay? But have fun with your life. And when the time comes, he's got a good brain, but you won't use it. Yeah? It's okay. Don't be embarrassed, all right? But they're just telling you, you have a good brain. You'll be able to use it soon, all right? But just... Your mum is, I kind of feel that she feels that her passing has left a lot of things undone. You understand that, okay? A lot of things that have been left undone. And I don't know if it's still trying to be put right or not put right, but I just feel that she kind of makes me feel that nothing was complete when she passed. Would you understand that, okay? And there's still a little bit of it going on now. But behind the scenes, if that makes sense, okay? But what I get with her is, please don't worry. You need to be thinking about yourself more, okay? And I know she comes around you, and I know you are spiritually aware, but you do push it away, don't you? Don't you? Yeah? It's okay. Sometimes people get scared because they're not sure what it is. I'm just going to say to you, if you could just open your heart a little bit more and allow your mum's energy to be around you, she will give you some of that strength. But then you know it's your mum.
Yeah.
Okay? So know she's there. And those times, if you notice that it makes you go cold, is when you need the upliftment. So all you need to do is ask for some help and it will come to you. Okay? Would you understand the situation with work? Are you working at the minute? I'm a bit like this. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
But you're not really saying much about it. Again, you were just kind of plodding along, so to speak. I need you to find your voice a little bit more. You do need to find your voice, okay? And that will resolve the situation in regards to why it's a little bit like this. But you do need to find your voice, okay? And I feel with your mum, she never really had her voice as much as your nan had a voice. So she's just remarking that you need to do this, okay? But you do need healing. I know that needs to come to you. So hopefully they'll instigate it and we have a wonderful healer there. So I'm sure.
Earlier.
Okay. She might need a little bit more.
I know.
Okay, all right. I just feel she might need a little bit more, a bit of a top up.
Yeah.
But you need to see yourself for who you are, okay? And that's one of the problems that you've got, is you don't really see who you are, and you just go on the way and do what you've got to do and things like that, but you're not really looking at who you are as a person. You are worth more than you're giving yourself credit for. You need to see that, okay? So hopefully the healing that you're getting will help to uplift you and help you realise that you are worth more. And you've got to stop putting yourself down and stop being so critical of yourself, and things will change for you, okay? I do need to give you the month of May, July, September, January and February. Now, there are either birthdays, anniversaries, or passings. Would you understand the name is Simon, please? It doesn't matter if you can't, but I'm just hearing Simon being called out, and I need to give you a Stephen or a Steve. Yeah? Okay. Okay, where are you going with that? I want you to look towards May, something about May. Was there an anniversary or a birthday around that time? Because they're taking me to May.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But your mum is just giving a lot of love, but she said, please don't be afraid to ask for help. It doesn't mean that you're weak. So please ask for some help, healing, anything that you like, just to kind of lift you a little bit more, okay? And to please look after yourself. Okay, so I'm going to leave her love with you. And they're watching you, and they're going to guide you through, okay? So please look out for yourselves, all right? Thank you for working with me.
Okay.
One more, okay? I don't know where I'm going. Can I work with you, please? I don't know why. I wanted to go there, and then they went, "Don't go there."
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry about that. Are you connected?
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine. Correct on the outside. Okay, so let me see what I've got. I can have a message from Spirit at the minute. I haven't got anyone particularly coming in at the moment. Oh, you're doing pantomime, aren't you?
Yes.
Right, okay. I just feel I'm laughing at the moment. And I don't mean laughing at you, but laughing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I will come back to you. Sorry, they've just jumped over here. But they're wanting to say that it's about time that you got yourself out there.
Okay.
It's about time that you got yourself noticed and to do the things that you love to do. Because I feel you love to dress up a lot of the time, even though you've got the hat on at the minute.
Yes.
But I just feel that you love to dress up and get into character. Is he like that at home?
Yes.
Okay, so that's okay. But I just feel that's a really good thing because you have a really wonderful energy. It's very uplifting, your energy. And it kind of makes me feel like to step within your energy is very positive. It's very uplifting, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And you do that for others without realizing it. You understand? Okay.
I do.
You are aware of spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got your father's in spirit? Or is it your granddad?
I don't think so, no.
Well, I don't want to put him there.
You've got a granddad in the spirit.
You've got a granddad in spirit.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I had a gentleman just step in, and he's quite tall. I'm not good at heights. I'm maybe 5'9", 5'10", but he just kind of stepped in, and I feel he was. Do you know of him?
Yeah.
This is confusing me, but never mind. No, it's okay, but I know you break the energy. But I feel that he was quite a character when he was here, if that makes sense, and he could really crack a joke if he wanted to. Would that make sense? But a very upright gentleman, I want to say. I would have suffered with my chest area, and my passing again was quite quick. Although I had something wrong, but I went before I should have gone, if that makes sense. But I feel he liked a pint because he's raising a glass to you, but he's raising that as saying cheers. You're doing a grand job, that kind of thing. All right, but you was always around him when you were younger.
Yes.
Okay, and you went everywhere with him. It's just making me very aware that you went everywhere with him if you could. Now, I don't know if he had kept birds or because I'm being shown an aviary of some kind, so I don't know.
The only
Did he
thing I can
fly pigeons? Did he by any chance?
No, he was, from what I remember, who you're thinking of, I remember that one of my great-granddads loved horses. Because he was related to my dad, funny enough.
All right, no, I can't make that fit from birds to horses. That'd be really hard. But that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
No, that's fine. But I just feel a real sense of pride with you and how you've turned out. You were a bit of a rebel when you were younger. All right, you kind of went off the rails a little bit.
True.
Sorry, I'm letting everybody know this, but I have to give you what they're giving me. But you pulled yourself back online. Does that make sense? And he's very proud of you for that. He said because you could have gone the other way, but you didn't. All right. It was almost like as if you kind of went off and then it's like hit brick walls. If say that you're not going any further, you're coming back. And that's exactly what you did. Okay, so they're really, really excited for what you've got coming. Very, very excited. And aren't you two married? Or should you be?
He's my son.
Who's your son?
Poor old Oedipus.
I've really screwed up. Please forgive me.
It's because she hangs off her cheekbones like
Stop it. Or you don't look like you've had a son. All right, you look absolutely wonderful. Well, I really screwed that one, didn't I? See, we do get it wrong sometimes. But would you understand the connection that you two have as mother and son then?
Yes.
It's really, really strong. Does that make sense? And
but not
you
that
have-
strong.
Oh, stop it, you. You have a wonderful relationship, all right? You have someone in your life. So maybe that's what I mean by you should be getting married. No, I'm only joking. No, but I just feel that where you're going with what you're doing now is really important to you.
Yes.
So keep up the good work. But this isn't the only one that you're going to be doing.
Okay.
So you need to keep an eye out for the other ones that are coming
Yeah, cool.
and take it. But don't think, okay, I'll tell him. Uganda says, don't think that it could come and think, oh, I might not be able to do it.
Right.
Stop doubting and just take it because you'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just gives you so much respect and love to you. I'm so sorry he jumped. I do apologise. But at the same time, he's just really excited for you and just keep going the way you're going.
Thank
All
you.
right. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I do apologise. I'm sorry that I've got no more time left, and I really screwed that one up, didn't I?
No. And he's never actually had a message before either, has he?
Oh, really?
No, not here.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
Actually thought he connected with you before he came, which was amazing.
yeah. But he's got a wonderful gift, and he needs to use it a little bit more. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. You need to use it a little bit more. And he keeps telling you. He keeps having a go at you about this, don't you? Yeah. So you need to use it. Okay. I never know. You could be up here one day, which I think you will. But I'm so sorry I couldn't get to anybody else, if there's anyone here, but thank you very much for having me.
Brilliant. So it's definitely the first message Jack's had since he took over the technical side. So thank you. And
You're very
well done.
welcome.
And thank you for bringing Mon Pierre through.
That's funny, yes.
And my mother.
Yes.
God bless her.
Bless her heart.
See, the thing that Kathy doesn't realise is as much as she was saying good luck to you about working with her mother, her mother was saying to
Good
you
luck.
good luck with working with her.
She was, yeah, she was.
And all
Don't
I can
underestimate
say,
yourself.
in response to my message and to my father
I have no idea.
is friends to the future.
To the future.
Let it be bright.
Delight.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, made me jump.
here we go. Thank you so much for a wonderful demonstration.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Extremely evidential as ever, and I promise we will find your wing before you leave.
Yeah.
He's kind of, I mean, for the first part of the service, I must have looked really, really rude because all I was doing was.
But we did hear something clank. We did hear.
It might be in the loo.
I was being extremely observant of everything by you, but then
It might be in the loo.
the point was I trusted you to do what you were doing because I've seen you work before, and it meant I could spend my time looking for an angel wing. The random things that we look for in spiritualist churches, an angel wing is hardly a random one and an unexpected one. So there we go, but we will find it. We will.
Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone at home, Linda Rae.
Thank you.
And we really, really did.
Thank you.
See, everyone at home heard that, they didn't. Friends, let us join together in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together and to unite under your banner of love and hope and friendship. We thank you for the opportunity to witness the proof and the truth that life is eternal. And we thank you as ever for your guidance and your strength, because at this time as ever we ask, when in turmoil and strife, difficulty and pain, we ask you to not move the mountain, just give us the strength to climb again and again. Until we meet again in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I would like to thank everyone at home. I would like to thank everyone here. Well done. Thank you. God bless you all. Now, as per data allowance, we will be ending the service for the online section very, very shortly. That is something that's new, but I'm sure you heard about it. But it would be remiss of me, inaccurate and completely unkind to everyone at home to miss out on something wonderful. Because for the Bullies special prize tonight, that somebody will be going home with, that is this week's.
It's beautiful. He's going to do you proud, you know.
It's lovely.
He's going to do you really proud. He's going to go higher with what he's doing. He really will.
I held it as still as I could for you. And if you miss that, just rewind when the service is done. There we go, so that's back there. But a big, big thank you to everyone at home, to everyone who chips in and makes this evening possible. I am grateful for you all. And it sounds from my father like we're going to be very, very busy very, very soon.
Yes, you will.
And March was mentioned, which is actually his birthday.
Oh, right,
So
okay.
thank you.
Okay.
In actual fact, you said February, March, which is Mum's birthday and Dad's birthday.
Oh.
There was, there's 3 days between Mum and Dad's birthday. And if you rewind about 8 or 9 months, there's 3 days between me and my sister's birthday. So guess what? I always was a gift. But in more ways than one. And on that note, I will say a final big thank you to Linda Rae and to everyone watching at home. From all of us here in Littleport, I hope you have a wonderful week. We will miss you until we meet you again, which will be in exactly 7 days, or more accurately, 6 days and 23 hours. God bless you all, but from all of us here, good night!
Good night.